PHP is one of the most popular server-side programming languages used to build advanced web applications. It is a general-purpose programming language, which means that even though it is mostly used in web environment, it can also be used to build other types of applications. With static websites, which are websites that don't use server-side language, the process of obtaining the right content is very simple. When you make a request by typing the website address in your browser, your request is sent to the web server that hosts the requested domain. Server looks for the relevant file with .html or HTML extension and simply returns the response back to your computer in the HTML format so that it can be displayed in your browser window. This happens every time you request the new page by clicking any of the links on your website or typing the new website address. With PHP website, when server receives the request and finds that the requested file has the .php extension, it first asks PHP parser to process this file. PHP parser processes the code within the file, and if the code within the PHP file requires some data stored in a database, it asks the database server for it. Database server returns the data back to PHP parser, which after processing the code returns the HTML document back to the server, and that sends it back to your computer. To program and preview PHP websites on our personal computer, often referred to as a local machine, we need to have a web server installed. Fortunately, there are some packages available that are very easy to install. In the following videos, we will look at how to install Apache Web Server, MySQL Database Server, and PHP Parser, which is the most common setup for the PHP environment, from a distributable packages on Windows, Mac OS X, and Ubuntu. We will also have a look at how to set up a virtual host on all three operating systems. Virtual host allows us to use a custom domain name and point it to any of the directories on our local computer. Don't worry if you are confused at this stage, it will all become clearer in the following videos.